Hello there. So the learning target for this week is to simplify expressions using order of operations, and just to make sure that we have some things that are solid in our mind. I want to go over some of the operations that you're going to see, make sure that we're all on the same page with those, and then just how to show your work so that when we get into functions, you're comfortable substituting values in for variables and using order of operations and showing that organized work and coming up with an answer. So this is the square root sign. Square root meaning what number when multiplied by itself is equal to 4. So this is also called a radical sign. So the square root of 4 is 2 because 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. How you find the square roots is by using your calculator or knowing that 4 times 4 is 2. To show you on the calculator how to do that, if I wanted to find the square root of 4, I'm going to do second and then this x squared and then type in 4 and hit equals. Okay, that one you know, but just to show you how you do that on the calculator. All right, whereas 2 squared, this exponent tells you how many times to multiply the base, which is this 2, by itself. So 2 times 2 is 4, showing you on the calculator for this as well. You could do, if it's squaring, you have a key especially for that. So you could do 2 squared. The other way you can do this is 2, and then this caret key is like taking it to a power. And so the power that I'm taking it to is the second power, and that would equal 4. So a couple different ways on your calculator. Okay. All right, these two solid lines on either side, those are the absolute value lines. Absolute value is the distance a number is away from 0 on the number line. So 4 is 4 away from 0. So the absolute value of 4 is 4. Absolute value is always going to be a positive number because distance is always positive. Even if you walk backwards, you're still going a distance, which means that the absolute value of -4 would be 4 as well. Okay. And then the last one that I'm going to show is the cube root. So notice that this radical sign has a 3 on the top of it. That means cube root. To find cube root of 64, there's 2 ways to do it. Know that when you multiply 4 times 4 times 4, it equals 64. Or again on your calculator, it's a little bit different to do it on your calculator. So you would type whatever root you're finding, which in this case is 3. I'm going to type that in first, 3. And then I'm going to do second, and then the caret key. And I know I've done it right because the x shows up right there. So this is going to take the third root and then type in your number of 64, which equals 4. So that's another way to find the root of something. Okay? All right, so if I go to evaluate an expression that has all these in there, we use order of operations, which remember is parentheses, then exponents, and then multiply or divide. Now, that doesn't mean that you divide first or that you multiply first and then divide. It means those are on the same level. So whatever you hit from left to right would be what you would do first. And last is going to be adding and subtracting. That's the same idea. They're on the same level. Just whatever you hit first as you're going from left to right, you would do first. Okay, so I don't have any parentheses, so I don't have to worry about that. I do have exponents. Now, actually, square rooting is an exponent, so I'm going to do this piece right here. In order to do a division, I need to first find the numerator, the value of the numerator, and the value of the denominator simplified. So I'm going to put a little bracket underneath because that's where I'm starting. The square root of 4 we already said was 2, and 2 squared we said was 4. And then I'm going to rewrite everything that I have. So I'm going to simplify step by step. Okay. The next thing it says, so I do have more exponents to do. So I'm going to do this piece right here. So I still have 2 divided by 4 plus the absolute value of 4 times the cube root of 64, which is 4. And then I have 2 over 4 plus the absolute value of 4, which is 4. 4 times 4. And now I'm going to do my division. 2 divided by 4 is 0.5. And I'm going to do my multiplication. That's 16. And so my answer is 0.5.